talk about some wife school. So, Josh, what do you got for me, buddy, with wife school?
Have you heard of Justpearlythings?
So I know who she is. Yeah.
I was just curious what you make of this wife school thing that she's doing. Do you think it's cool? And what advice do you have for her that she could take on board?
Well, I mean, what do you want me to start with, man? So tell me about the wife school. So I'm assuming she's going to be lecturing women on how to be wives.
Yeah, they've also got what's his name, Troy Francis.
Mm.
I don't know too much about it. I know that I've only seen a little bit of it. It's like an hour long.
Well, look, I mean, the first rule of wife school should be a virgin.
Yep.
And
That's
how
what
many?
that's what
How many?
Muslims are going to be preaching.
Well, I mean, like, is she a virgin? I don't think so. I mean, she's got
No,
a
she
fairly
said
large notch count, from what I
she's already
understand.
said she already said that as well.
Yeah.
She was honest about
So,
that.
so why is she in a position to lecture, the gals about wife school then?
Your guess is just as good as mine, Rich.
Legitimate question, right? See, there's this new era, post-wall women. I don't know how old Pearl is. She looks like she's in her late 20s, maybe early 30s or something like that. But
She's like 26.
well, she looks older. So all of these gals have now entered the mano swamp because they see that there's guys that are struggling with women, and they also know that they've throughout their entire lives had the attention of guys unanimously freely thrown at them. So when they start talking about the sorts of notions and ideas that I've talked about for years, or even other guys that are in the space have dispensed, they just basically say the same thing without any real frame around it. And because they've got their hair and makeup done, then you get these geeks that watch this stuff and they consume it ravenously. And it's like, oh, look, another video from so and so, and she's going to talk about this and why women have to be this way if they want to get guys. And like, none of these girls want to bang the guys that are watching them, is the truth of the matter. All you're doing is you're feeding and stroking their ego with more of their nonsense. They're not saying anything innovative. And truthfully, at the end of the day, they don't even understand the male struggle.
No.
Nobody understands the male struggle except for a man.
us.
These gals need to step aside and let the guys handle it.
Yep.
Is really what it boils down to. They're not offering anything useful to men. If anything, it's just a distraction from the reality of things. Dude is just sitting there saying things that we've said years ago, and then they're getting attention for it because they say it with a bra and makeup on and lipstick, right?
Yep, that's very true.
So no, I'm not a huge fan of it. Let them carry on. It's better than them doing shopping hauls, I suppose.
Or OnlyFans.
But let's be honest. I mean, look, unless you're a virgin, okay, and you're a competent woman that has a capacity to enter the frame of a guy and support his life and his mission, I don't really care what you have to say about wife school.
About Justpearlythings, she reached out to me like years ago. She's like, "Hey, how do you start streaming?" This was when I was just getting into streaming, and I established myself a little bit, so it's cool. I don't think she's a bad person. I just don't know what happened. What went wrong? Why are you doing this? And Pearl, are you happy? Truly, are you happy? The question is because your whole brand centralizes around shitting on women. Like, I don't get it. Like, listen, I don't know, girl. Like, oh, men should be able to cheat on women, bro. Like, if you you should put up with a man cheating on you in a relationship. Like, bro, how do you feel that? How do you shit on women so much? How do you sit there and call women like this video here we're gonna watch? It's short, but the whales have returned. They harassed my family. Why are you being so mean to fat girls? I think it's because she used to be fat, and now she lashes out at people for it because she's distancing herself from that self-hatred. I mean, bro, I don't mean to be mean, but if I was a high-value male in the manosphere, speaking the way that I would, the way that they speak about women is they have to be perfect because all they're good for is their body. By that standard, you're fucking hideous. And I'm not trying to be rude because I don't think that she's unattractive. But they're all you got to have big titties and a nice waist, and you got to be thin, and you got to be young, and you got to be this, and you got to be that. Bro, I mean, you know what I'm saying, dude? Come on. You don't really adhere to that. Why would you? Why do you focus so much on women having to be perfect for them to be valuable? Oh, you're fat. You're not worth love. What are you talking about, girl? Come on. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's just the truth. I'm not trying to be rude. I like that. That's what happens with these, like, when you only value women for their body, like, then you're only gonna look at you and go like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how are you doing that to yourself? Because, like, listen, I'm gonna be real. There are some big girls, and I'm very attracted to big girls. But there's a lot of girls who are like very pretty in the face, and if they lost weight, they would like look better. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. I like bigger girls, but you know what I'm saying? So society, they would look, oh wow, you look. But she's already lost the weight, and like you're not looking much better. Frankly, I think you looked a little better when you were a little overweight. But I'm not trying to be rude. My only point I'm saying is, like, what are you doing? Why is your whole ideology centralized around shitting on women when you like? It's kind of shitty. It's just like shitty.
A lot of people think like I'm. Why are you attacking Pearl? Rollo, why did you attack her? Isn't she like carrying on the tradition? Isn't she like a good No, she's not a good representative of the red pill, and I will show you in great detail why she is a hack. For the same reason that I think now is a critical moment for people to pay, especially if this is like, if you're in the red pill and you're like consuming this content, I'm hoping that I think it's key to develop critical thinking skills. I've always said, regardless of what you do, if you want to learn to play guitar or whatever, if you want to like learn to code, you still have to have good critical thinking skills. I think critical thinking is at a premium today. And in no other realm than in the manosphere, particularly, because there's a lot of people who would very much like you to just sort of pass off and think that Greta Thunberg is the one who took down Andrew Tate. Okay. So, because most people will do that. And John from Model Life Dating was talking about like how, most people are idiots. Yeah, they are. Most people are idiots. Okay. But Pearl's an idiot who can get Andrew Tate on her show. And Pearl's an idiot who will take, Brittany Renner seriously. Now, if you go and you look at that, and you look at again, the internet doesn't forget. Go look at her Twitter. Go look at her Instagram. Go look at what she produces and what she puts out there. She is crazy as a bag of cats, man. When she literally has written books about how she's going to use her sexuality to baby trap a professional athlete, and successfully has done so. Why is that not the first question out of your mouth? Why is that? We need to hold these accountable. Why are we not? What is it?
Tell these to go to hell.
Why is that not the first thing out of your mouth? I don't understand.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of Elite Fleet. And y'all just seen it. I had to prove my point. I've said it before. I will say it again. The white community does not like Justpearlythings. Justpearlythings would have no platform and could not thrive or survive without the black community. Now, when I said this before, some little trolls coming in. Oh, you hating, Alex? Oh, you capping for black women, Alex? Oh, you capping in general, Alex? Okay. And I showed you guys. I said, if you go on her page and you go to her older videos, it cracks me up how much y'all do so little research. A lot of y'all are some idiots. Y'all just come on here, see a video, and just believe what someone said. Y'all do no research. It takes 5 seconds to go on her page, click to oldest videos, and see what she was before she became what she is now. And she started off making basic white chick videos. Nobody watched them. Then she started doing the whitest girl ever reactions to black culture. And she got traction on that. So from the beginning, before she even flipped into the red pill manosphere crap, she was literally using the black community to come up. She knows nothing about black culture. She was the whitest girl ever reacting to black culture. Right? Then she sees, oh, there's a grift. I can talk about, how these underserved men, these men who aren't in the 20%, these men who aren't getting attention, I can make them feel good. I can start talking red pill. I can start talking manosphere. I can start bashing women. I'll be your female ambassador. And as you could just see in the prior videos, the white manosphere said, nah, sis, you're not coming over here with that. You're not coming over here with that. You ain't seen Justpearlythings on Rollo Tomasi. Rollo Tomasi told y'all out of his own mouth, it's a grift. It's clearly a grift. She's taking advantage of simps. She's taking advantage of underserved men. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about, and all she's doing is repeating what all of us have already said before. You seen Richard Cooper say the same damn thing. It's a grift. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She shouldn't even be here. And all she's doing is reporting what men said before. You ain't seen her on none of the big channels in the white manosphere. You ain't seen her on Better Bachelor. You ain't seen her on Rollo Tomasi. You ain't seen her on Richard Cooper. These are not small channels, guys. Richard Cooper got, I believe, 1 million subscribers. Better Bachelor got 500,000 subscribers. Rollo Tomasi, I think, is somewhere in the 6 figures. And to be fair, you don't really see, right? Not only do you not see women, but you don't really see content creators of color on Richard Cooper or Better Bachelor's channel. But Rollo Tomasi, out of everybody, right? He gets shouted out by Alpha Male Strategies and his sons. Stuff is so cold, MJ can't get right. And FedEx Fearless all the goddamn time. And he shouts them out back. You'll see him pop up on Fresh and Fish and stuff like that, right? But he won't deal with Justpearlythings. They will not embrace any women. They stand by, this is a manosphere. Why the hell are women even there? And this is why the white manosphere has always been and will always be better than the black manosphere. See, I watch everything. That's what you guys got to realize about me. I don't just watch black content. I watch all content. I watch all content across all platforms. I watch sporting content, spiritual content, money-making content, so I know what's going on. So when I tell you guys, oh, they reject Justpearlythings, they don't even allow women in the manosphere over there. They don't take advice from women. I know what I'm talking about. Now, somebody probably come in and bring up someone like Courtney Ryan. Okay, Courtney Ryan got her army of simps. She put on her makeup. She got big, milky white breasts. People going to follow her. But she ain't embraced in the manosphere either. She's not. So if they can see these women as grifts, why can't the black manosphere see these women as grifts? I'm going to tell you why. Because the black manosphere is a grift. They don't even like being black. Here's the thing that a lot of y'all don't get. Right? So even if you look at somebody like CGA, for example, right? But we're going to cook on this video. We about to get back to Pearl, but even if you look at someone like CGA, for example, right? Coach Greg Adams gets a lot of slack because people say, oh, he talks a lot of crap about black people and he's putting himself into the white manosphere and bringing back black talking points to the white manosphere. But I'll give CGA this. He talks about all women. Similar to me, he's under the philosophy, women are women. All women have flaws. This is the flaws if you deal with this type. This is the flaws if you deal with this type. This is the flaws if you deal with the older ones. This is the flaws if you deal with the younger ones. He doesn't say, oh, just get you a white woman and everything will be okay. He knows it's not because his ass got divorced great by a white woman. He's living in his truck because of a white woman. So he would never say that. He would never say that. So what I want you guys to understand is the reason why I say damn near the whole entire black manosphere is a grift is because these cats don't like being black. They tell you, oh, we just got a problem with black women. So we critique them hoping that they'll get back in line because we want to see them do better. But don't send them no cash apps. Don't send them no super chats. They'll shut down the whole show and start talking about the black men just as bad as they talk about the black women. Why? Because they don't like being black. They don't see any good in black culture. They don't see anything good about being black in general. So, of course, when Justpearlythings comes on here and makes a clearly racist statement, because even if you look past what she said about slavery, Nick Fuentes sat right in that girl's face and said, and I quote, with interracial dating and the growth of Latinos and Hispanics and African Americans in this country, white people will be the minority in this country within the next 30 years. I've mentioned that several times on my channel, and they talked about this in the National Geographic. Look it up. So he said, we have to do something about that, and we cannot allow that to happen because America will no longer be America if white people are the minority. That is literally a racist statement. She even asked him, she said, oh, is that why people consider you a white supremacist? He said, yes. He said, do you disagree with that? She said, no. There is no way you bend it, twist it, flip it, or bop it. She's telling you she's racist by saying that. Because if you look at the founding principles of this country, what the hell does liberty, justice, and freedom for all, no taxation without representation, or any of the other founding documents of this country have to do with being white? It doesn't. It's supposed to be liberty and justice for all. So why would it matter if the country becomes minority colored? It shouldn't unless you're a white supremacist, which he is. And you shouldn't agree with that unless you're one too. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And what's crazy is, on top of the fact that the white community doesn't even work with her, on top of the fact that they realize that she's a grift, none of them have defended her. Her own best friend came out on TikTok and said she's a piece of crap. The only one who's been defending her are black people, let alone mostly black men. And I'm not saying ain't no black women defending her, but I ain't seen no black woman with a big platform. I haven't seen them. Not saying they don't exist, defending that woman. I have not. It's just been black men. I've seen Anton Daniels defending that woman. I've seen Obsidian Ali defending her. I've seen the lead attorney, even though he deleted it now, trying to defend her. How are we divided on this? Get her out of here. Get her out of here. If they like her so much, why don't they watch her content? And let me tell you something right now. And this is another gem for y'all. Because some of y'all going to be like, well, there's some white people who watch her content. There's some white men who watch her content. You want to know why white men watch Just Pearly Things? Because Richard Cooper, Rollo Tomasi, Papa Gut, all of them, they done told you how they feel about her. They do not like her. They didn't like her before she made the racist statement. They seen through her before she made the racist statement. Papa Gut told y'all straight up, I know her. I don't even think she's happy. I don't even think she enjoys doing this. You know why white men watch her? Here's the gem. They watch her because they can consume content from Richard Cooper. They can consume content from Better Bachelor, right? And the others, Rollo Tomasi and the others. And they can see all the problems feminism is causing them with their women. How hard it is to get their women to cooperate. How hard it is to get their women to be submissive, nurturing, and caring. But they can come back to Just Pearly Things. And they can watch her show and see us as black people sitting there talking in front of this white woman like she's the overseer. Like she's the great white hope. Like she's going to help us about all our damn problems and why we can't connect. And you know what they say? They say, you know what? It's not as bad as them. Let that breathe, run it back. The only reason they watch her is because after they get done watching Rollo, after they get done watching Richard, after they get done watching Better Bachelor, they can come back to that show and watch the black people cackle and argue on her show in front of her sitting there. And they can say, you know what? As annoying as our women are and as bad as we have it, at least we don't have it as bad as them. And that is the only reason they watch her. There's no other reason they consume any of her content. As a matter of fact, if she put white men and white women on there, no one will watch it. And don't tell me, oh, she's had a few shows. The predominantly of the time, the majority of the time on her show is black men and black women going back and forth. Is black content creators coming on there to help her go back and forth, perpetuating all the stereotypes about us. Talking about how we only want to twerk. Talking about how we're all single mothers. It's interesting to me how no one brings up that 50% of Latino women are single parents. But everyone wants to bring up how 75% of black women are, but I digress. How black people are at the bottom, which how when black women make more money than Latino women do, and are on track and pace to catch up to white women. How when black men and Latino men make the same amount of money, but everybody just says we're at the bottom. Everybody dumps on us to make a quick buck. And because half of y'all hate yourselves too, y'all allow them to do it. Y'all allow them to do it. And this is why the white manosphere has always and will always be better than the black manosphere. Because not only would they never, and this goes back to what I said about Destiny Angry Man, not only would they never come on a black platform, I don't give a damn how big your platform is. You would have never seen white men and white women go on to Kevin Samuel's platform with his 1 million+ subscribers and argue with each other about how both of them are a piece of crap and who the bigger piece of crap is. It wouldn't happen. But you will consistently see black people go onto these white platforms and throw each other under the bus and air out all our dirty laundry. You will consistently see how they will never do it. They have codes in their community. We ain't going to talk about each other in front of no other race. This is why you can't talk about the little hat people, because they got a code. If you do talk about them, they coming for you. We tried to come for this damn woman, and there's other black people talking about, oh, don't come for Mrs. Pearly Things. Coon Tommy Sotomayor coming back out of nowhere to defend Miss Pearly Things while referring to Danica as a B, while referring to Six as a B, while referring to black women as a B, and literally calling this woman Miss. It would never happen in reverse. I told you guys, it would never happen in reverse. And that's why they're stronger than us, because one, they let their manosphere stay a manosphere. Over here, we got all these damn women. It's not even just Pearly Things who running up in the black manosphere. You got Six, you got Danica, you got the girl Chaz Sade or whatever her name is. You got Chantel Simone. Like, what the hell? Then you got O'Shea Duke, who calls himself the gatekeeper of the black manosphere, making videos talking about the top 5 finest females on YouTube and naming these chicks. You don't hear about no Ruby Rose, no Queen Naija, no Lala Baptiste. So many different types of fine women on YouTube, but he gonna say they the finest women on YouTube. Why? To promote them. Plenty of channels. You should check these women out. The best female content creators on YouTube talking about male talking points. Why do we need women to repeat male talking points? How can women speak for men? We experience the world different. Women have their own problems. Y'all letting them come in and carve into y'all money. It don't even make sense. And I'm not hating on none of them. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not hating on none of them. But the white man sphere ain't gonna let no women, let alone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, come in and carve a piece of their pie. They're not gonna do it. Because they stand firm on there shouldn't be any women in the white man sphere. The women should be talking to the women predominantly. And the men every now and again. I talk to the men predominantly. I talk to the women every now and then. And I'm not even in the damn manosphere. I'm talking about relationships. But the reason I talk predominantly to men and I only give women little gems here and there is because I'm a man. It's certain things women are going to experience and go through on the dating market I can't comment on. I'm not a woman. But I can comment on what men going through. Y'all out here asking fish how to catch a fish. Why don't you ask a fisherman? It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. So you let a white woman run up in the plug when you were already letting women run up the plug and then complaining because women getting bigger super chats and more support than you because they breastises is out and all this other crap. Of course they are. They shouldn't even be there. You know you're dealing with simps. You know you're dealing with cornballs. You know you're dealing with dudes who are frustrated and cannot get laid. So you're going to put titties in their face and expect them not to pay more attention to those than you? That's just dumb. But then you let a white woman come up, run to the top and run up the bag. Then you defended her. She taking your money. It doesn't make sense. It's a lot. No matter which way you bend, flip it, twist it, bop it, slice it, it is stupid. It is dumb. And it's funny to me, they could see through her and y'all can't. Y'all can't see through her. They can see through Pasty. They know she's full of crap. She offered Better Bachelor to come on her show. He like, oh, I'm cementing my lawn or something like that. He ain't really want to do it. They will not link with her. They will not collab with her. Y'all giving it up. Y'all just bent over. And then, and this is another gem, y'all turn around and have the nerve to ask why black women aren't submissive to y'all. Because it's really y'all. I don't have a problem getting black women to submit to me. Cook for me. Clean for me. Spend bread on me. Do whatever I ask them to do. Y'all have the problem. And part of the reason y'all have that problem is because they're watching something like this and they're like, why are there so many major male content creators defending this pasty broad for these racist ass statements she made? We don't even have to go back to the racist statement on the slavery. Again, she literally agreed that if the country is no longer predominantly white, it won't be America. That's enough right there to tell you who she is. Y'all want to listen to it. And they can see it and y'all can't. Again, they pointed out the same things I've said before. How is it that you get to the point of being 26 going on 27 years old, so you pushing 30, you're an affluent white woman, and you're not married? And now you're dating black men? Well, so let's call a spade a spade. An affluent woman dating regular black men who aren't rich is not a win for her. She's not doing that because she likes black men. She would just give her some BBC on the side. She's dating them because white men don't want her. They can see she's lower value. Not just on this YouTube. In real life, they don't want her. She's trash. But y'all going crazy. Y'all going crazy. There's no reason for if Pearl was a high quality woman, there would be no reason for her to be on YouTube single with no real marriage prospects. She sits here and talks literally about women putting work over family while she works 24/7, pumping out videos all the goddamn time and paying a bunch of people to keep putting out content for her, flying all over the country to make content with people. So what are you doing? Putting work over her family. That's why you don't have one. She's a hypocrite. She's a goofy. She's an idiot. She has no real original talking points, and she's racist on top of that. And you dudes still holding on to y'all white queen. Y'all still holding on. I ain't gonna let my Pearly go. I love my little Pearly. I'll never let her go. That's y'all. It's amazing to me. It really is. It's amazing to me. Everyone else can see through her but y'all. Everyone can see she's a grift but y'all. Everyone can see she doesn't really believe what she's saying but y'all. Everyone else can see she's not even really happy and she probably wouldn't even make this content if there wasn't so much money in it but y'all. All up so y'all can get a butt. Y'all know the white men's bucks are always better. It's always a little bit better to get them white bucks. Sell your own people out to get them white bucks. As long as I'm getting that money. As long as I'm getting that moolah. You know damn well if you said something, we seen it happen to Kyrie, we seen it happen to Kanye. If you said something about the little hat people, your ass will be off of this platform. But y'all gonna let her come on and say all that stuff and support a known open racist who literally doesn't even deny being that and say, oh, but she's not racist. How? She didn't challenge anything he said. She agreed with most of it. And they're like, yeah, we don't need this woman. We don't want this woman in our ranks. And y'all just like, give me more pearly things. Dudes coming out of retirement to talk more crap about black women to get more of those white coins. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. So now for all the cats who are, oh, Alex is capping, they don't have a problem with pearly things. Well, now you just seen it. They don't accept pearly things. Again, like I said earlier in the video, her own best friend doesn't like her. Went on Twitter and flamed her for being full of crap and a hypocrite. Ironically, she mentioned how she did date around, which I told y'all when she tried to come at B. Taylor about that. I'm like, if y'all believe that this white woman only dates one man at a time, then you're idiots. Because she does not. Oh, you hating, Alex. You hate. Okay. And then what happened? Her best friend came out and said, yeah, she doesn't date one woman at a time. She's a thought. Go figure. Of course she's a thought. That's why, despite being affluent and despite being white, her ass is pushing 27. She still ain't married, don't even got a marriage prospect, and she's being the damn feminist that she complains about. Just like she's being unaccountable about this entire situation, but constantly calling women unaccountable. The women don't follow Pearl and they don't listen to Pearl because they know she's full of crap. The white community as a whole doesn't follow Pearl and listen to Pearl because they know she's full of crap. The only ones who do only follow her to say, at least we don't have it as bad as those Negroes. That's why they're not defending her. That's why they're letting her crash and burn. And you dummies is coming to save the day. Here I come to save the day. Y'all be ashamed of yourself, man. For real. Y'all be ashamed of you. There's no excuses for this. There's no excuses for this. Y'all defending the reject of the white community. It's crazy. But that's my thoughts on that, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.